Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks again for joining me. I wanted to make a little bit of an update on my last video, which was a touch controversial. But then I promise we'll move on to something that's actually about fish. So I made a video last week talking about the king of DIY. Some people got a bit upset about it. It's been viewed as controversial, or I'm doing all manner of things, and I really didn't mean any of that nonsense. But I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that's watched it, especially the people who left the really nasty comments. Your feedback is really helpful and your views are appreciated. It's making that video get more and more views than I ever expected. And that just makes me the tiniest bit happy, because I know how furious it's making those people. I'm very flattered that some people chose to trawl through my back catalogue of videos looking for evidence of all the other beefs that I've started, and where I've got beef here, there and everywhere. I'd invite you to have a closer look, because I made those videos and I can't see beef anywhere. Not any starting beef, continuing beef, even eating beef. I think there was a video I made a pastrami sandwich once, but I don't know if that counts. But I'm also very flattered that you think my YouTube game is on point enough to pre-plan this as a part of my strategy for YouTube domination that I'm obviously going for and achieving. My YouTube game is so weak. I've got a full-time job, I've got a very young family, I've got zero time to do my two hobbies, which are fish keeping and making YouTube videos. I struggle to get out videos weekly. I rarely got time to film them or edit them or optimize them or upload them, even because of my crappy internet connection. But never mind plan them in advance. Often my videos are just me pointing a camera at what I happen to be doing at that time, because that's the only time I've got. If not that, it might be sitting talking to a camera like this because I've got a spare half hour. Somebody mentioned they thought I was trying to even copy Casey Neistat because I walked from one room to another holding the camera. I did that because I was picking up the kids' dirty washing and putting it in the wash, not because I'm emulating someone else. So obviously I knew the subject matter would attract attention. It might get me slightly more views than I would normally get, because I don't normally get very many views. I'm only a very small channel. But I didn't invent any of the things I said. I didn't create my feelings in order to achieve that goal of getting more views. That was my opinion in that video. You can like it or lump it, I don't really care. But anyone making YouTube videos is chasing views to a degree, so I don't really see where that argument comes from. Joey's really good at it, he's doing brilliantly, but that doesn't mean I can't comment on a relationship that I've got with another creator, as a fan, as a supporter, and now as maybe a conflicted fan, just because you might misinterpret that as me doing this with an agenda, which I don't have. Also, nothing I said in that video or say now or do now has any effect on Joey's channel, business, life. It wasn't even that harsh. It was just me making a video to say how I felt about how his channel was growing and some of the things he does that I don't like. Well, yeah, it was negative, but I could have been more positive, I guess, but that's what I was thinking at the time. But his channel's continuing to grow, still hugely successful by any measure, so I don't really see why anyone's getting all butthurt about it. So anyway, I just wanted to say my piece, and just to answer a few specific things, because I don't want to talk about this forever. To the people who are saying you should like something or move on, there's no reason to make a video about it or comment about something else, I would like you to open a dictionary and look up the words irony and oxymoron. To the, of course his contents have changed, he's chasing views, he's just doing what he needs to do to get the views for a big channel. I know that. How did I manage to give you the impression that I didn't know that? That's kind of the whole point of me making the video, discussing how that channel grows and what that means for someone when they get that big, and how I felt about it. To the people who are saying I'd love to see your DIY skills, that's nice but completely irrelevant. I'm not called the king of DIY. If I was called the king of DIY, I would make sure I didn't make silly mistakes like using the wrong tools or the wrong materials or doing it in flip-flops. Some people say he's been doing this for 10 years, show some respect. Since when has longevity been immunity from criticism card? Yes, he's been doing it for 10 years, he's great, he's done a lot of really good things. I could have made a video about all the great things and how much I love Joey's stuff, but I was thinking about all the things that were annoying me at the time. That doesn't mean he hasn't done good things, and doesn't mean I'm not still a fan. I made it quite clear that I do still watch his videos and do still consume his content, and it's been useful for me over the years. But I didn't say anything disrespectful in my video. I just said what I thought. And then the people who are saying that I'm just chasing views and I'm just using his name to chase views, as I said earlier, I'm not. But by that logic, I should just make videos like this all the time. I should really have a go at someone. I should pick someone who's got even more followers and tear them apart. I'm not doing that. I made one video commenting on what my opinion was of how he was changing, and that was it. It wasn't even that harsh, I don't think. But at the end of the day, you can think what you want to think. I would like to assure you that I am not hating on Joey. Like I say, I don't think this will have any impact on his life whatsoever. I wish him all the best and hope he continues to do what he's doing, and I'm sure he will. I don't see why that has to be a big issue at all, that I've talked about it. And to everyone else, well, you can just So to avoid any further accusations of cashing in on someone else's name, this will be the last video on this subject. I just wanted to say my piece, and now it's done. By all means, continue the argument in the comments down below, or get me on Facebook or Twitter or any of the other social media outlets. Maybe I'll do a live stream one day if my internet ever gets up to it, and we can talk about this kind of thing more. We'll leave it there. Thank you again for watching, especially if you've hated this, because that makes it all the sweeter. And I'll see you again next time with some proper fish videos. Bye bye. So while I'd love to argue about this until the cows come home, this will be the last video on this subject to avoid any further So while I'd love to argue about this until the cows come home, I'd happily argue about this until the cows come home, or explain why I'm right and you're wrong. Talk about arrogant, eh?